All right, my good people, here we go. Episode 5 is here. What are we talking about? My favorite financial calculation, or my favorite financial formula, right? Compound interest. This is the key. Again, I cannot stress how important this formula is to everything we do and you will do financially. This is it, right? We're not talking about yourself. We're talking about your family. We're talking about your children, your children's children, your children's children, your children's 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 children, right? They can all be in a better place financially, right? Because of things that you start to do right now that's going to affect them. And as you do these things, you're then also going to show your children how to do it so that it doesn't just stop with you. They will continue to build on what you're doing for generations to come. This is how we build a legacy. This is what this is about. This is the essence of what the Free Game Financial Talk is about, right? It's changing the trajectory of your family's financial arc and their future for the long run. This isn't about you. Well, yes, it is about you, but it's so much bigger than you. So much bigger than you. So, episode 5 is here. Let's go! All right, so we're going to dig right into this thing, okay? We are going to use a website. There's a link that I'm going to attach inside of the video, right? Inside of the details of the video, right? It's basically a compound interest calculator. But we're going to go over these numbers together. We're going to walk this path. I'm going to show you what it is, sort of talk through it so that you can digest it. Remember, the Free Game Financial Talk is about pointing you in the right direction, right? Giving you the tools that you need to succeed so then you can keep building on it yourself, right? I'm leading the horse to the water. I'm bringing the horse, right? Are you going to drink? Or are you just going to stand around and look, oh, this looks nice. The water looks nice today. I'm thirsty, but I don't know, right? I need horses that's going to drink. So I'm leading you to the water, baby, but you got to drink it. I'm going to show you how to drink it, right? Just listen to me. Just follow me. Just feel me. Just feel me, all right? Just a little bit, all right? So here we go. There's a link in here. Pull up the link right now. Go to the calculator, right? I'm going to smile so you can pause the video while you look at this beautiful face as you get the information. All right, here we go. All right, you got it. All right, here we go. So compound interest. This is the key. This is what we're going to start with. So remember I told you in one of the previous videos where we talked about the amount of money Americans are spending on average every single month, right, on extra items, right, not necessities, right? So I think that the max number was like the number was $763, right? And then remember I also gave you a performance of the Index 500 on average over the past 15 years, right? So we're going to put these numbers in and I'm going to show you exactly what they mean and what the compound interest would have done if you would have done this for 15 years, right? We're going to go through these numbers. So I want you to understand it. I want you to digest it. And understanding the longer your money is invested, the more money you have invested, the more the interest will compound, meaning you will make more money on your money the more money you have in the market. But it doesn't work if you take your money out. That's why it's important to have your emergency fund. That's your extra cushion to handle any emergency so that you don't have to take money out of the investments so that you will lose the effects of compound interest. We going to church this morning. All right, here we go. So $763, right? You're going to put this in the initial balance, right? We're starting month 1, January 15 years ago, or we can do this 15 years looking forward, whatever you want to do. This is what the numbers are going to mean. So $763. Remember, I said the average interest rate, right, was about 15%. So we're going to put in 15%. You're going to use it, leave it as yearly, right? That's the interest rate for the entire year. We're just going to put that in as the average. It could be more or less than that, but this is the average, right? So this is what we're doing, right? Number of years, okay? We're going to go 10 years because that's what I gave you in that previous talk. So 10 years is the length of time, 0 months. You're going to leave the compound interval at monthly. right? So this is how often the money is compounding. We can get a little bit more into details about that, but let's just leave it as monthly for now, okay? Then monthly transactions. So you started out with $763 in January. Every month going forward, you're going to leave it at $763, right? You're investing that number every month, come hell or high water, no matter what, all right? So now you're going to hit calculate. Whoo! And you see some numbers, right? So you see some big numbers. You see a number in blue, it's going to be $216,000, right? You see another number beneath it, total interest earned, $123,680 of compounded interest over the past 15 years. Let this sink in. Simply by living below your means, budgeting your money, not spending extra, right? Putting this money aside and watching it grow for 15 years, right now you would have $216,000 in an investment account. The average American in a bank account right now has anywhere from $1,000 to $3,000. But they're spending, again, $763 on other items, right? So, okay, now let's go a little bit deeper into these numbers. Let's go a little deeper, okay? Because you're going to see a little bit lower as you roll your screen up. You're going to look at year 1, and we're going to compare it to year 10, right? This is the beauty of this. So the first column is the money you've deposited for the year, $9,156. That's the total. Then look at what you've earned with your interest. The first year, you've only earned $900, right? That's okay, man. You like started from the beginning of the year. Man, I've only earned $900 after all this talk. Quinn is telling me $900 after all that money. That's if you stop there. But we're not stopping. No, we're going to keep going, baby. So year 2, same thing. You put that same money aside, $763. Let it keep building. Right now, look at this year. Now it goes up to $2,518. Year 3, $4,395. By the end of year 10, right, because of the money that you've put in, that money will have now earned you $29,000 for the year. The median household income is around $65,000, give or take, depending. Again, that's the median. That's the 50% point, the middle point of all the households in America. The middle point where there's equal below and equal above is about $65,000. Your investments could have returned half of the median household income. But wait, there's more. Now, let's not stop at 10 years, right? Let's go to 20 years. So go back up. Instead of 10 years, type in 20. Calculate. Now look at the numbers. $1.1 million. But look how much you will have earned in interest. $161,000. Right? Look at the numbers. Look at the graphs. Total deposits you would have put in over 20 years of your own money. You would have put in $183,000. But the balance in the account would be $1.1 million. So over 20 years, your money went to work for you and it earned you almost $1 million. Now, let's not stop there, right? 20 years, you keep it going. Your kid becomes older. They're now in their mid-20s. They got a job, right? You've taught them these same principles. You've taught it to them. And now they're going to pick up and continue what you started. So now instead of 20 years, we're going to project out. Let's project out 60 years. Because you've taught your kid they're now doing the same thing, and they're building on where you left off. And not necessarily left off because you're going to keep going, but you're going to hand the baton to them. Right now, we're going to turn this into 60 years. 60 years, right? This is bigger than you. It doesn't just stop with you. This is bigger than you. All right. So now we're going to go to 60 years with that same $763 per month at a 15% return rate. Okay. Again, I can go between 10 and 15%. You can play with the numbers, type in any number you want and go from there. All right. So now all right. 60 years. $763 per month. You do it. You teach your kid how to do it. You're building, you're growing, right? At the end of 60 years, guess how much money you would have in an account? You see it because you just typed it in. 479 million. So, all right, we're talking about legacies, right? We're talking about building for your family. How cool will it be for your children's 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 children, whom you will never meet, can look back and say, my great, 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 great grandparent did something and set our family on a path, right? That put us in a place that very few people will be in because they won't live and plan accordingly, right? Think about how grateful they will be and how much easier their life will be, right? If they understand these concepts. If it starts with you, if you do it, if you build it, right? This is it. This is a purpose. This is it. Right? This is what it's going to be. This path has already been started for Cameron. But it's bigger than Cameron. It's bigger than Cameron's children. It's bigger than Cameron's children. It's bigger than that. And you should do the same, okay? It doesn't have, okay, forget 763. Just do half of that. Start with 250. All right? So this video went a little bit long, but it's really the hallmark of this entire free game series. This is what it's about, right? This is, I get passionate about this because we can, there's been families that have started this generations ago and they continue it today. And their families are now yielding and benefiting from something that their ancestors did. Why can't we do it? We can do it right now. Start it. Again, I'm leading the horse to the water. Can't make you drink. Game is free. This one sold separately.